Do you ever think, what's the point? Time going by faster than ever before, always feeling tired, low on energy, struggling for motivation, burning your brain cells out from overthinking. But for nearly 10 years, that was me. I was that stress head. I had anxiety coming out my chest, I had stress coming out my ears, couldn't sleep, was always late for everything, never had any time, but it was all right because I was nearly there. The problem was, nearly 10 years later, I was still no closer to getting to there. And eventually my body said it had had enough. So I ended up wired up to a heart monitor in A&E in the hospital. You see, burnout doesn't just happen all at once. It creeps up on us slowly. It's almost like every time we go to sleep at night, somebody puts another little brick in our backpack that we then carry around the next day. And now, thankfully, now that I've come through the other side, I've put together this 4-week program called From Burnout to Balance. So what you get from me is 4 60-minute one-to-one calls each week. But importantly, I also give you daily WhatsApp support, because stress doesn't just happen in that one-to-one call. It happens at 10 o'clock in the morning or 4 o'clock in the afternoon. And so each day I'm there to help keep you motivated, keep you accountable, but also give you a shoulder to lean on when everything's feeling a little bit heavy. So together we'll work on making little small changes on your daily habits, your routines, your boundaries, what you're saying yes to, what maybe you should say no to. But importantly, it's going to be realistic. Because for change to happen, it has to be A, that you put value on getting a different outcome from change, but 2, it has to be realistic. It has to fit into your life, because we're not going to just wave a magic wand and melt everything away. So in a matter of a few weeks, I'll help you build your own toolbox. So you'll be able to not just manage stress better, but it'll also be a case of how you view stress. Do you let stress absorb into you, or does it bounce off you more? Because we'll also work on helping to build a more positive and resilient mindset. Because when things happen, we can't avoid all of that. But how long is it knocking us off track? And how do we just pick ourselves up and move forwards again? And what I share isn't theory. It's stuff that I've learned the hard way. Yeah, I've made some really good decisions, but I've also made some really poor ones. But what they've all done is give me a whole bucket full of life lessons that I've learned along the way. You see, I understand the pressures of running your own business, being a parent, going through a divorce, being diagnosed with ADHD, overcoming mental health challenges, money difficulties, but I also know how to work through that, what got me through all of that, to come through the other side and realize that there is a different way to look at life. You can still be ambitious, you can still be successful, but you don't have to burn yourself out into the ground as part of the process. So if you've seen any of you in this video and you don't be feeling the same this time next year, then get in touch for a free call. Thank you.